Her Majesty's Royal Opposition.
My question is for the Premier. Premier, the members of our Canadian Armed Forces make a commitment to our country that is virtually unparalleled. When they join up, they know that there is a very good chance they may be asked to fight on behalf of their country and to put their lives in danger. They do so willingly and unreservedly. However, when they're ready to leave the forces or have to leave due to a medical condition, they often don't have the easiest time finding new employment. Premier, this afternoon I will be introducing a private member's bill, the Veterans Employment Act, that will allow current and past members of the Canadian Forces to be able to apply on a priority basis for Ontario government jobs, provided they are qualified. Premier, you will stand with me and the Ontario PC Caucus and support the principle of hiring veterans in the Ontario Public Service.
Thank you. Seated, please. Thank you. Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member opposite for the question, and also to thank him for his current and past advocacy on for members of the Canadian Forces. Mr. Speaker, I know that all members in this House value the hard work and the dedication of the Canadian Forces and the sacrifices that members of the forces make. We're open to exploring any options, Mr. Speaker, that would demonstrate that value that we place on the forces. We know that the experiences and training and the skills of the forces are valuable. They are valuable here in Ontario, and so I haven't seen the bill. I haven't seen what the amendments to the Public Service Act would look like, but certainly we're open to looking at those, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Premier. Premier, the average age of Canadian Armed Forces regular and reserve force personnel at release is 37. On average, there are 7,600 Canadian Armed Forces regular and reserve force personnel who leave the military each year. Both the Government of Canada and the Province of New Brunswick have recently passed legislation that provides for priority hiring of veterans in their public services. As we are about to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the end of the Second World War in Europe, I cannot think of a more fitting time to consider how we can help the veterans of today. So rather than a question, Premier, I'm going to thank you for your earlier response and hope that we can work together on moving this legislation forward. I welcome you to even steal the legislation as a Liberal idea. That would be fine with me. Thank you.
Question. Thank you. You seated, please. Thank you. Premier.
Mr. Speaker, and as I say, I look forward to looking at the amendments to the Public Service of Ontario Act. But I want to just take this opportunity to talk about some of the things that we have done that I think are in the same spirit that the member has, in his advocacy, has brought forward. So we passed legislation that eliminates the 90-day OHIP waiting period for military families to ensure that they have immediate access to quality health care. We amended the Employment Standards Act to create job protection provisions for military reservists who are called to serve either at home or abroad. We introduced veterans' license plates to recognize the dedication and commitment made by past and current veterans, available free of charge. And in 2007, Ontario designated the portion of Highway 401 between Trenton and the Don Valley Parkway as a Highway of Heroes. So all of those things are consistent with the spirit of the private member's bill, Mr. Speaker.
The Associate Minister of Finance on a point of order.
Thank you, Speaker. I would like to take this time